Hey guys, happy Friday. Yep, it's operations time again over here. We're going to be working in the yard, classifying cars. So we're picking up right where we left off with the last video, which I don't even remember when it was. Was it Monday, Tuesday? I can't remember. I've been kind of slacking on the videos here. I think I missed one this week. But anyway, we're going to get going over here in the yard. We've got the yard consist fired up over here. And if you remember from the last video, we kind of split these cars up into two different lines of cars here. This is the hauler that came in, and just to kind of fit it in here, but whatever. We're actually going to put them back together and then start consisting them back together. So as we're rolling out over here, let me show you. So what I do is just listed the cars on a piece of paper right over here, and then rolled my dice, which you can see I've got a 20-sided dice right there. I've got all my industries all labeled with a number there, and I just rolled all the dice, figured out where the heck all these guys were going to go, and then split them up into, well, 4 different tracks that we're going to be splitting these guys up into. So I got like kind of 4 locals over here. So this is the sheet I'm going off of over here, and let me go ahead and put the camera down here, because this is what we're going to be doing. Let me see, we'll put it over here like that. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab the other set of cars over here that we kind of split this guy up last time there, and we're going to start classifying from the back end on. And I think the first 3 cars over there that we've got are all going into a track 4. So while I pull out of here, my main line's all the way down here by the fascia, and then we got track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to be doing those 4 tracks right there. And let's see here, we'll get this one. It's flopped over there. Yeah, I kind of thought initially when I split these guys up, it's just because I had a lot of cars on here and they were kind of sticking out of the end of the yard, and I wasn't sure what the heck I was going to be doing, and I'm already going down the wrong track. So let me pull this back out a little bit. Hey. Let's see, this track, yep, I got to change the turnout right here in the foreground. There, right there is good. All right, there we go. Hey. Feel like Joe Biden over here at the debates here. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Anyway, no politics over here, at least. We're here to have fun with trains anyway, but I couldn't help myself there. All right, anyway, we're going to grab the other set of cars over there, and like I said, we'll just start dividing this up. I really got to get like a little marker and sort of mark in what tracks what, because it's easy to get confused over here as to which track is which. And like I said, we're doing 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good, looking good. Very good, just made it there. I think I was very short on the end of the train there. I almost shorted out the layout, but it didn't short out, so I'm all good. Anyway, hope everybody had a good week so far. I've been, like I said, I've been slacking here on videos a little bit, mainly because, well, it's so hot, and I've been doing some other stuff around the yard, you know, that kind of thing. All that other stuff that kind of takes precedence over our model railroading time here. And usually summertime, you know, kind of starts getting a little bit slow here. Everybody's out doing stuff like that. So generally in this hobby, I found that even like just viewership on YouTube always kind of drops off in the summer, because everybody's out there having fun, doing all sorts of other stuff. Here, let's put the camera over here. We can watch these guys go in. Here we go. Like that's good. All right. So, like I was saying, I got the whole list of all my cars over here, so I know exactly where they're going. And the first 3 cars, so box car, tank car, and another box car there, is totally wrong, because I kind of screwed this up already. Oh my goodness. If I look at my if I look at my list over here, I'm like looking at the blue cars at the top. I was going to do those, but actually, no, wait a minute. That's not right. I got these cars in the wrong order already. Oh boy, this is definitely a Joe Biden sort of operations here. All right, so we're gonna like pivot here a little bit. Let's go ahead and just start divvying up the cars. I got to look down here and see where this one is. So T-Box 555 is going to track 7. So we'll do that, and I think that was the only box car here. I think what I wanted to do is disconnect from the initial set of cars there and grab this one first. So they're a little mixed up here just to start out, but we'll get it going. We'll drop this box car off on track 7. Now this was this little oddball one. It's the only car that ended up, this box car here. He's the only one that when I rolled the dice, he ended up going into Cerritos off spot, which is the fascia over there on the first side of the layout that we get into out of the yard. And that was the only industry. No other cars were going anywhere else over there. So that is why he's going to get dropped off over here where you can't see. But there we go. You get dropped off right there. Track 7. That was easy enough to remember. All right, so now we'll go ahead and pull out. And I'm going to keep track on my little piece of paper here. So I'm going to mark off the cars that I've got done. Now the next 2 cars are the tank car and the rail box car. Those guys are going on track 6. I don't know. I'm going to be swinging you guys around over here a little bit, but I'll try to position the camera here someplace where we can kind of minimize all that. There we go. All right. Track 6 is next, and we already pulled out a little bit too much, but that's all right. I know I always talk about the weather over here in Southern California, but you know, it kind of impacts our layout. It impacts the layout over here, including the videos. Like I said, it's just been a little bit toasty out here, and I'm trying to get as many videos done. You know, I was trying to do like 3 videos a week, and I think I'm going to have to cut that down to maybe 2, and that's strictly just because I've got other stuff going on. You know, it's summertime, it's a little bit slower. You know, I'm running out and doing other stuff, and messing around with hoppers is not, hopper couplers is not what I want to be doing here today. All right, there we go. Let me mark those 3 cars off. Okay, next guy is our hopper there with our funky couplers, and the car after that, this box car here, are all going on track 5. So let me go ahead and switch that over. So again, we got track 7 all the way at the back. Track 6 is where we're on. Track 5 is where we're going to go with the next 2 cars. And then we should be good to go with what I thought I was going to be doing, which was starting with those lumber cars that I have back there. It's always fun doing the yard here. I keep saying that every time, but I kind of like doing the yard work here. I guess if I had a layout, or I didn't have the space for my entire layout kind of thing. Let me just double check here. Yep, we got those 2, which was the hopper and the BNSF car. Okay, there we go. Now we kind of go back up to the top of my list and we can start working our way down. So the next 3 cars, or wait, well, let me finish my thought here. So I was going to say, if I only had so much space, I think I would definitely do a yard and like 1 industry or something like that. If all I had is like an 8-foot by 2-foot section that I could, you know, that I had for my layout, it would definitely be a yard, because I totally enjoy the yard, and I'd have like industries off of the yard, you know, kind of that sort of thing. All right, so the next 3 cars are going to track 4. And like I've said before, my layout is sort of divided up naturally into 3 sort of major sections. And so I generally, when I have a hauler come in, and I roll the dice to see where the cars are going to be going, you know, and then I divide them up sort of by those 3 different sections, and I say that's 3 different locals that are going to be taking them out, because, you know, they just kind of generally fall naturally into that sort of order. But the fun thing is there's always there's a little bit of extra car, like that first box car we had right there, that was well, it's just kind of going off to its own little spot right there. So that's why we had to put it over there on track 7, just to get rid of him. There we go. All right, that's easy enough. We got rid of 3 cars altogether. All right, and then the hopper back here, that one's going to be going to track 5. So this guy here is going over to the next track back over there. But yeah, it's always kind of fun to work the yard. You're not running around, and there's enough, as you could tell, there's enough going on over here that it can get a little bit complicated all in itself here, even though it's just a little yard. As a matter of fact, I got the latest model Railroad Craftsman magazine in the mail a couple days ago, and I haven't gotten around to really reading through it, but there's an article in there on short lines, and I thought it was really good. I kind of skimmed through it a little bit. I got to read the whole thing, but they were talking about you know, short lines and how it's a slower pace, and you know, you kind of take your time. You're not running the trains at like 60 miles an hour or whatever. You're going nice and slow. All right, we got our hopper. Now the next 2 are going to track 4, which are the 2 gondolas here. But yeah, that's totally, like, that's why it's kind of interesting. My layout is Union Pacific, right? You wouldn't think short line here, right? But it's one of the reasons that I picked modeling the location that I model, which is, you know, the Southern California Santa Ana Industrial Lead, Tustin Industrial Lead, and the Stanton Industrial Lead. So it's kind of 3 different leads there, but they're all switched by Union Pacific here in Southern California. So there's no, you know, there's no little, you know, what do you call it, smaller local railroad that does this switching. It's all UP, and so that's kind of why I picked this location too, is because I can have you know, what is it? It's a class 1. Is that what's the proper term there for you know, a railroad? Union Pacific, one of the big ones, and but I get to do that sort of short line type of operations. All right, we're down to our last car. Look at that. This thing's going faster than I thought, as usual. Okay, and this one's going to track 6, which is right behind the hopper right there. Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Over here, because we're on 4, 5, 6. So going back there. And we will be done for the Friday over here. And then since that went kind of quick, we'll take a look around at the layout, talk a little bit before I let you go. But yeah, it's always fun to have that sort of last mile, they call it, you know, of the railroad here. Let me see, make sure I got the right track here. Especially if you are space constrained and you're not going to be running, you know, big haulers, cross-country trains, that sort of thing. Short lines kind of lend themselves easily to a smaller layout. And in this case here, I'm running Union Pacific as basically a short line over here, doing this industrial switching. Right there, about 20 feet to go, and that looks good. Let's go ahead and shove that back just a little bit. And then what we're gonna do is park our, there we go, that right there is good. I can't see, but hey, those couplers work real nice. We'll park our locomotives over here on the departure track just to keep them out of the way of the local. And let me pick you guys up over here. And here's our local sitting over here. Looks like Engineer Rick and Mr. Sanford there having a heated discussion about something. Yeah, we're gonna park this guy and be done for the day here. It's already getting warm. Whew. It was cooler yesterday over here. Let me see. Yep, like that. There we go. Let's bring it on in over here. Park this guy. Now, obviously, since I haven't had time to do videos, I really haven't had time to do a whole bunch of stuff on the layout, too. But my next sort of, well, my ongoing project, like everything is an ongoing project over here, right? You're never really finished with your layout. Unless you're like one of those, you know, one of those guys that, you know, they finish it. But I don't know. I think the majority of us have always got something to do, right? All right, we'll park this guy right there. That looks good. Let's go ahead and shut him down. Get all the lights off. There we go. A nice little morning of yard classification over here. There we go. Power the track off. And we're done. So, yeah, what I was going to say is, as I swing you guys around, I know I've been working on this thing for like the longest time now, but this is the new section, orange. And, you know, we still got to work on buildings over here and everything. And since it's so hot, right, and it's toasty here in the summertime, I'm going to be working on the remaining buildings for this little location right here. I think I got like 2 buildings. There's like an office building and some other little building. And then we'll start kind of painting this up. Now, some people have talked and said, well, we kind of like the color of this as it is, but, you know, we got to touch it up and everything. The prototype location is sort of whitish and everything, so I want to try to get it a little bit more closer to the prototype there. At least the silos and towers and things like that they have over there are that color, and so I just want to, you know, kind of get a little bit closer to the real deal there. And then I got to start working on the flats. So you see we've got just a generic flat sitting back there. I got to get another one over here for I think that's Ultima Packaging or something like that. There's not even a flat back there. But I just want to get those 2 things done, and since it's hot, I can do all that stuff inside in the AC. Anyway, guys, I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and call it. My work is done here for Friday. It's time to go have a little bit of lunchtime refreshments and stuff like that. I've got my nice coffee mug right here, ready to go. Guys, I hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next operating session where we will be taking the local out with one of these 4 trains that we've already divvied up over here. Guys, till next time, have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next ops video. Take care.